Hello again and welcome back to the channel. In today's video the Allegro gets some wax protection. I bought some Waxoyl, other brands are available. As far as I'm aware the car's never had any protection from the factory, so I want to do things like take the door cards off. I'll put some protection in there. I'll show you how to do that in the video. Now, people are probably saying it's the wrong time of year to be doing Waxoyling. Yes and no. I mean in the summer it would flow out the can a lot nicer. It'll be a smoother finish and it will just seep into the parts of the car. I'm going to put this into a bucket of water, that'll get it nice and supple, because if I try to apply it from the can it's going to come out like crazy string and we don't want that. So while that's sitting in some water and warming up, I can be doing things like taking the door cards off. So let's cut to that now. Right, so to get a door card off on an Allegro, or the earlier ones certainly, very straightforward. You've got the door pull, which door lock, that just unscrews by hand. There's one Phillips screw in there, two on the door pull, and one on the window winder handle. So I'll set the camera up in the mount and you can watch me as I tackle this. What could go wrong? Right, don't forget your Austin Allegro hubcap parts tray. Stops the bits from getting lost in the carpet. So apologies about the camera angle, you'll just have to work with it. So get a screwdriver in there, a smaller one might be better. This just removes the plastic tray that goes around the door pull. Sorry, door lock. Door release, you know what I mean. Screw one. Just realised you can't see anything because the steering wheel's in the way. I'll reposition the camera. That's better. So with the first screw removed, pull the door handle forward and with a bit of a wiggle, first part comes off. Next is the window winder handle. I always make sure the glass is up when I'm doing Waxoyling because obviously I need to get into the bottom of the door, so I'll make sure the window's up, which it's not. Hold the handle upwards and just crack the screw off if it hasn't been rounded off. And luckily it hasn't, so that's going to come off nice and easily, he said. Pull the handle with a bit of wiggle. One window handle. Next is the door pull, or lock I should say. That literally just twists off, so then we're onto the pull. This is a breeze. Don't jinx it. Right, so underneath the door pull there's two screws, you just need to find them with the screwdriver. Has this ever been off? If it hasn't been off, there should be a clear protective weatherproofing sheet behind the door card. We'll soon see in a minute. Having had several Allegros, I've done this a few... Come back here, door. Having had several Allegros, I've done this a few times before, so... But it really is very straightforward. No electric windows, no wiring loom. There we go, one handle. Next, it's the door card. Now some people would like to use a trim tool to remove this. I'm going to get my hand into one corner and work my way along. There we go. Just feel for the next one. Just occurred to me this might never have been off, so there should be a weatherproof sheet behind this, like I said earlier. There we go. And with a bit of wiggling. Ah yes, this is intact. Right, let me get the camera in. That's somewhere safe over there. Here we go. This is what an Allegro door looks like with a... This is how it should look, and this is how it came from the factory. So you've got a splash-proof shield here, which is completely intact. I don't think that's ever been off in its 40 years of life. And yet, this is factory as well. This is how they secured it. The door card is absolutely mint. And luckily it's retained all its clips and there's no damage, so we've done well there, guys. I'm going to start very carefully peeling this back, because we need to get into there, because that's where it's going to rust. If it's going to rust at all, it's going to be along this bottom edge. There we go. Fear not, viewers, I've got some gaffer tape in the garage. I'm going to be resealing this and making sure it's weatherproof. Right, this is nice and warm now, so yep, that bucket of water's really worked. Nice little thing to go right. I'm going to go too mad because I've got the other side to do and the sill, which obviously run from front to the back of the vehicle. But you access them from plugs on the inside of the car, but I'll show you those in a minute. So for those of you wondering, just behind the seat there's a little plastic bung here. Pull that out and there's a circular hole. There's another one further back, and I believe there's also one at this end. Right, well, I'm going to put this side back together. Crack on with that side. You don't need to see that, do you? You don't really want to see that, do you? Probably not. So I'll do that. I might have a cup of tea first, and then I'll show you the results. Right, well, sometime later, this side's done. I'm just putting it back together. Then I'm going to start with the sills. Being careful not to drop the screw. Again, just nip it up gradually. Well, it's all gone a bit hard, hasn't it? I dropped the Waxoyl in the garage and the nozzle's broken off. So that's a completely useless can of Waxoyl now. Not what I wanted really. I did find some Hammerite stone chip shield with Waxoyl, so it's got Waxoyl in it, so it should be alright, I think. Something's better than nothing. So I put a straw on the end of this. It's been soaking in the bucket of water, so this should be good to go. And like I said, this isn't really the way to do it. You want to get Waxoyl do a tube set which you can plumb into the sills like I'm doing here, but with a longer reach. That will be what I'd be wanting to do ideally, so I can reach to the end of the vehicle, but for the moment this is something's better than nothing. Just get the straw in there. And hopefully, because it's warmed up a little bit, it'll just run the length of the sill and soak into the cavities. Giggity. And the other way. Now to do the same on the other side. Not forgetting to replace the blanking grommet. Job done. I just noticed on moving my carpet, which I'm nearly on, that Waxoyl's dropped through the sill onto it. So that's a good sign. That means nothing's blocked, which means no dirt or debris has got in there, fortunately. Anyway, I'm just going to carry on do the reversal the same on this side I did on the last side. Does that make sense? I don't know. Well, that should do it. I think I'm going to put the car back in the garage and have a cup of tea. Well, I think that's where I'm going to leave it for today, guys. Thanks very much for watching. If you haven't hit that subscribe button already, please do so. It really helps me with the channel and getting the views. So until next time, it's bye from me and it's bye from George. Goodbye.